What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with the Oval recap. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff, man. Last night episode, it was an episode, you know. So anyway, the show picks up where it left off last week. Not Kyle, Lord have mercy. It's in my head already, but Donald is choking Lily, and he just stopped, and he like, first off, you know, I had a problem, and it's gonna sound weird, but if you know, he, considering the fact that Lily don't know what she want to do, whether she want to go to and tell about, you know, Kyle or whoever covering up the murder of the niece, etc., like she don't know what she want to do. We find out that, you know, the country is ran by 5 families, and of course Kyle and the Donald work for him. Considering the fact that you work for these powerful families, also considering the fact that you know that if this woman who you are with is about to go and run her mouth, and you know that you got to kill her, you was talking all that big boy talk to her like you was ready to kill her, but when it was time to actually kill her, you couldn't do it. You gonna, you know, let her go, and you just shaking and crying, talking about some, please don't make me do it. We can fix this. We can be together. It's 5 families that run this place. You know, Donald gonna say, you know, and I'm next in line to be president. We have to have a family. You have to have my child. And I'm just sitting there saying to myself, it's just so much wrong with this scene. For one, I was waiting for Lily to turn into, you know, the quote unquote diary of a mad black woman and slap that nigga and boss up on him. Like, I was waiting for all that. But didn't happen. Didn't expect Donald to do all that crying and begging her, you know, she need to stay, they could live happy and this and that and the third. Did not expect that at all. I was disappointed in that. I was like, just kill her. Like, you know she on the fence. Listen, let me tell you something. I ain't never killed nobody in my life. But from the movies and the documentaries I be seeing, you know what I'm saying? If somebody is on edge and they are not all in, they, you know, they got to go. They got to go. So anyways, Lily go downstairs. She crawling downstairs, like on her hands and knees, scooting away from, and I'm saying to myself, yeah, Tyler, like, when she gonna boss up? Like, when is she gonna boss up and slap his ass and you know, go on about her life? But she just say she need to take a drive, etc., and then, you know, Kyle, he comes over after he get done hitting on the president, y'all. Kyle was hinting at to President Franklin that, you know, if you need any of your needs taken care of, you know, my friend used me. And I'm saying to myself, yeah, boy, you think you something. You think you something. You think you could get, you know, the Donald and the president. I was like, oh, okay. So anyways, he head over to the Donald house. And, you know, as he arrived, the security was like, I gotta let them know that you here, whoop-de-whoop. Kyle told security, he say, you ain't gotta let them know nothing. He always expected me. So he just walked right on up in there. I'm just like, well, you know, this, you know, him and the Donald relationship deeper than what they done told us. So he goes in and, you know, him and the Donald talking. And of course, Kyle already know where she at. She outside, you know what I'm saying, the precinct. You know, she don't know whether she want to go in or not. So she'll drive to the precinct, leave, come back, do. So Kyle was like, man, you know what, Donald, boo, to take your mind off of this, I'm finna go upstairs, get naked in your bed that you sleep with your supposed to be wife, and you finna give it to me. So y'all already know what happened next. Tyler Perry gave us one of his scenes, and you know, it is what it is. I ain't gonna need my going to that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they like it nasty and rough, so they, you know, that's their business, you feel what I'm saying? So anyways, moving on, this episode, Gail, she goes into the kitchen and Jean is in there. Long story short, she gives Jean some flack, but she basically wants Jean to find out exactly what happened to her boyfriend, Picky. She don't want Jean to contact, ask anybody else, Sam or anybody in the White House. She want her to actually, find out what happened to her. And she tried to play Jean, talking about something. I heard what you said about all of us when you was on the phone with Greg. You was talking trash about my mama, my dad, and my brother, but you said you feel sorry for me. So hopefully Jean don't get caught up in this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Jean to be caught up in it, but you never know. It is what it is. So moving on. Sam has arrived to the hospital. Nancy and Priscilla, they are already there. The doctor, she comes in and lets them know that Richard is out of surgery. Everything went well. He's expected to make a recovery. Whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop, all of that good stuff. But Nancy isn't happy because all she could think about is that goddamn Bartholomew, or whatever Barry in there, Bartholomew, whatever. That's all she could think about, him being selfish, him being stupid, driving that truck up into that doggone pharmacy with his daddy in the passenger seat, then getting his daddy shot. Like, she pissed off. So Sam say he gonna go check on Barry, and Priscilla, she calms Nancy down by saying, I like you better when you was in this scroll. Because Nancy, she was just doing a tad bitch a lot. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I definitely understand why Nancy, is in a bittersweet place. Like, yeah, my husband, he doing good. Whoo, thank God. But my damn son, he done lost his mind. So anyways, moving on to Kareem and Sharon, Juke Mobs told me straight up, man, Sharon belonged to the streets. After everything that transpired in that shop, you was supposed to be going to the hospital to check up on Richard. Yo, supposed to be boyfriend daddy. But nah, you all up in there flirting with Kareem, talking about to go pop some pills and do. And I was hoping that she went back to the back and, seen his large inventory and put the pieces together, because I believe it was Picky who let us knew that, he sell drugs, he a dealer. He used his pharmacy as a front to deal his drugs. And so Kareem, he was iffy. He was like, no, wait, we know we shouldn't do it. I'm supposed to get high on my own supply. Whoop did this and whoop did that. Then he changed the subject to Barry. And long story short, she ain't going to back pop no pills, but that hoe belonged to the street. Like, no ifs, ands about it. She ain't for Bartholomew. She ain't trying to go see Richard. She ain't got to go check and see how Nancy doing. She belong to the streets. Go home and just throw all her stuff out the door, man. We ain't even discussing that, no more. So Kareem then asked her, like I said, he switched it up about Barry, saying, Barry had that look in his eye like he was gonna kill me and possibly kill you. And the street saying he killed Ruth too. And she just don't know. She was like, that ain't the Barry I know. And I'm just saying to myself, girl, you a hoe. You letting this man talk about your man, and that ain't the Barry I know. Like, just go on somewhere. It's over. So I ain't got time for that. So anyways, moving on this episode, Victoria, she want to know what happened to Denise. She don't believe what the news reported. And of course, Hunter, president or whatever, he ain't trying to give her the tea. And so, but she did tell him, you need to go speak to your son about what he did today at lunch with my mama. And he went to go talk to him, and the little boy was jacking his thing off at the lunch table with his mama, sister, and grandmother. I don't really know as a father how you even have a conversation like that other than pack your stuff. We finna ship you to where you need to be shipped to get some help for this. Cause I couldn't imagine. I would probably just go in the room acting the wrong way and start beating beating the dude up, because I'm like, you jacking your thing while you sitting at lunch in a public setting with your mother, your sister, and your grandmother. I can't. And so just Jason or whatever, he flipped it on him. He, started talking about Denise and this, that, and the third. And moral of the story is, Victoria, you probably should have handled this and put some hands on him, because Hunter, he ain't really, cut from the same cloth as you, but it is what it is. So yeah. So anyways, moving on. Sam go visit Barry in jail. And Barry tells him exactly what happened. He seen Sharon and Kareem doing it. He drove through, whooped this and whooped that. And Sam basically told him, "My look, you didn't blink out. You didn't black out. You remember everything that happened. Maybe, you know, it's a good thing, but just make sure you don't talk nobody up in here, because it's, you know, we got these people up in here listening, it's bugged and all this and all that." And so Bartholomew, he go to the back, he see one of Pickett homeboys, and he find out that Pickett was murdered and Denise was killed, and so now he all in his little feelings, you know what I'm saying? But you should have thought about all that for you. You acting crazy about, you know what I'm saying, about this broad, because I'm gonna just go in and keep it real with you. I don't know too many men gonna drive through no store because they see the old lady, you know, having sex with somebody else now. You know, not getting out the car, walking in the store and going to beat some ass. That's different, but drive through. I don't know about that. I don't know. We don't want them type of charges. We ain't trying to be responsible for that type of damage either. So, you know, that was that. So, anywho, you know, like I said earlier, Lily at the police station, Sam sees her, and, you know, she was able to leave, and so she calls Bobby, and Bobby tell her to come to him, and basically she show up at Bobby, and Bobby tell her, like, look, you got to play the game. Stay with him long enough, make them think that you on your best behavior, and when you find some dirt, use it against them to let you out. Great advice from Bobby. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but hopefully Lily can find her way out of it. If not, oh well. Like, boss up, be the diary of a mad black woman on the TV for us one time, and I like you a little bit more. But anyway, that's all I have, man. If I left out anything y'all got in the comments, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll holler at y'all good folks later, man. Peace. Happy Thursday.